So, are you posting that time? Did you find it already? And can we check, are you live yet? I think we are live. We're gonna have to find out. All right, so we're gonna just wait a couple seconds. We're gonna do a couple checks here to make sure we're actually live now that we went to Plan B. And you should always have a Plan B, a Plan C, a Plan D. And for those of you who have been paying attention to Udicci.TV, you'll know that we have a Plan C, D, E, and F. All right, so right now we're definitely okay on the audio. We got to be aware of that background noise a little bit there, and we'll. All right, so can anybody confirm that we are now live? We have about a 1 minute delay, so we should be good with that. Mike, in the meantime, you want to be bringing up Udicci.TV?
Yeah, that's not how I got it.
I'm gonna have to log in.
Yep. You'll probably have to minimize that thing on the bottom there. CPU is sitting at nicely at 18%. Gotta love that. So we'll just kind of do it this way. All right. Tim, are you able to confirm? Did you actually just find the actual, it's going to be on live stream.
Hold on, I gotta wait for the commercial.
Because.
Yeah, but it's Udicci.TV.
She'll be like, yeah, we're gonna come to her. She's tired.
It's the second one down, Mike. There it is. All right, and
We're still showing offline. You sure it's Udicci.TV?
what do you mean?
Where are you on?
I'm 10.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch. It's gonna have to be watched on live stream.
Yeah, I'm on livestream.com/Udicci.TV.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what it is. It's the Thursday night social that you're gonna have to go into.
What do you do?
I'm a blogger. I'm going to be on with these guys tonight.
Oh, okay.
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 Hello. Welcome. We're having a couple technical difficulties. YouTube didn't want to play nice tonight, so we're having to switch to another player here.
What did you go on? You go on Udicci.TV or you go on Udicci? I'm on this one.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it.
How do we know which one we're on?
No, I've been here before, but tonight I'm actually.
What do you mean? You don't find it there, it's not, you're not finding it there.
Yeah. I'm a writer, so
They want to regulate.
There we go. There we go.
yeah, I have books written, but I haven't published books yet. Another part of my business is cats. So I sell swim and cats.
That's why now. That's why now. All right, so we actually are live. For all of you who are out in Facebook land and YouTube land, we want to greatly apologize. Tonight we weren't able to get YouTube going, but we are over here on live stream, and you should be able to check us out. So we do appreciate while we work through these technical difficulties, or as it was just brought to our attention, we were on a temporary rain delay. All right, and as soon as I know that we're ready to go, that Tim has figured out where the link is, and Mike can get me in a position that we can move forward. I need some minimization on the Mike. I need the minimization on. I need to be able to see.
Oh, yes, you do.
Yep. And if we can go, do we go full screen? Can we go full screen on this, Tim? There we go. All right, so again, I want to thank you for coming out to Udicci.TV tonight. We do appreciate your patience as we work through those technical difficulties. But again, for those of you who have been watching, you do understand that not only are we dealing on some cutting-edge technologies, and that our software is in a means of this is a test of our software. But let's face it, live streaming to the internet in itself is a bit of a new technology. So again, I want to thank you for coming out tonight, and as always, we kind of open with this monologue until my wife hits her goal, and then it's going to be a dialogue show. So tonight, the name of our show is Aspire, and that's exactly what I wanted to begin talking tonight about. And there's a couple reasons behind this, and the entire theme of tonight's show really is about aspirations and going forward and kind of reaching those goals that you want to set for yourself in life. And I wanted to start out very simply. We're a social media company, so it makes some sense for me to sit there and say, well, according to dictionary.com, aspire is a verb. That means it's an action. It's something that, like, it's not just a lot of us think it's it's a feeling. That's inspiration. That's great. But aspire is actually a verb, and it means to long, to aim, or to seek ambitiously. And I love this one. To be eagerly desirous. Oh, I love that. To be eagerly desirous is to aspire to something. And perhaps my favorite, though, was to rise up, to soar, to mount, or to tower. And when you think about like aspirations, and guys, I'm not moving forward, but when you think about aspirations, Mike, Tim, not moving forward. If we can figure out what's going on with this, that'd be great. And if you could just kind of click me forward once, Mike. Mike, you need to go. Mike, you need to go back one. Okay, guys, you gotta we're good. Can we just keep it moving forward? All right, Mike. I need you to, guys. One of you needs to help be focused on up here while the other one's fixing it. All right. I need one person to move the perspective forward.
Go down to number 2.
All right. Thank you. All right. So that's part of the issue about doing directing from in front of a camera. That's always a lot of fun. And while we're dealing with a whole bunch of technical issues tonight, that's okay anyways. So anyways, as we said, aspire is a verb. And I guess I wanted to start out with the question is, do you want to be your best? And as I think through this, I was provoked to thought by quality. And it was actually a conversation that I was having with my wife. And as I said, we're going to be moving to dialogue. And it's whether or not we, as a person, we want to, be a person of quality. And when I think about quality, I think of the term, it's dependable value or constant improvement. And it was, like I said, it was a kind of interesting conversation, a very business, professional conversation about quality. And I began asking myself, do we want to be people of quality? And that really began, what does that mean to be, to aspire to becoming something a little bit greater? Now, where this actually came from, and I loved it, most of you are probably very, very familiar with being on a phone or whatnot, and you hear this call may be monitored for quality purposes. And I've often wondered, I wonder how often they go through these phone calls and they actually sit there and think, yeah, let's go through these and let's do some training. And, Julio could actually speak to this, how often they go through it. And I know that they do, but I found out something interesting lately. I found out that in an organization, if something is actually being reviewed for quality purposes, it's actually not legally discoverable. In other words, that if it was actually to go to court, those internal documents that corporations keep for quality review cannot be subpoenaed and brought into court. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of rules. I'm sure there's ways around it. But in general, that's the spirit of the quality review. So when you're calling, you hear that this call may be monitored for quality purposes. That's more or less a legal disclaimer saying, you're not getting this call. Now, that stuck to me, and my cynical side said, My cynical side said, that's interesting. Are they actually doing this just to protect themselves from, liability? Then I got to thinking, you know what? No. What if our true desire is to aspire to become greater? Now, if that were to be the case, we would need to be in an environment where quality improvement of an organization where we could review our deficiencies without fear of liability. Just think through that. We need to be in an environment where we can look at where we are weak without fear of repercussion. Don't we all need that in our own lives? So why wouldn't we need that in a business? We need to be able to look inside of a business and say, okay, where are we weak and where can we be strong? But we know in today's litigation world that could be dangerous if it was made out to the world. So it actually does make a lot of sense. And it came to mind, I'm thinking, well, we plead the Fifth. Our own Constitution allows us to say, look, I'm not going to incriminate myself. So I kind of enjoyed that as I started thinking that, like, what is quality and what does that mean? Now, I started to think, well, what does that mean to me as an individual, and how, if I applied that to my life, what would that mean? And I started to think, well, do I value integrity? Because first I'd have to value integrity to actually allow myself or any individual to be able to review their deficiencies, if you will, and continue forward. So if you begin to use these quality performances or these quality reviews as a means from hiding from liability, well, then you have to question your integrity. But if you actually use these to identify and to grow, then it's actually of significant value. And sometimes we need to look at the spirit of why we do something versus if the letter of the law. And I'm very much about following the spirit. So I started thinking, if deficiencies are identified and allowed to continue without timely action, then integrity is undermined. And I thought that is true of a brand and as of a person. And for those of you who are familiar with Udicci, you know that we promote what you say and what you do is who you are, and whether that's an individual or an organization, which is your brand. So it really applies to anybody. Do you actually take a serious look at yourself and attempt to cover up that which you find by having these nice legal arguments around it? Or are you actually looking to find ways of being better and constantly improving? Are you aspiring to something greater? Then I thought, what about me? And that has to exist in me, and that we have to have an environment where critical self-examination is provided to, let's say, in an environment where people that you trust. And if you can't trust the people around you that you're saying I'm going to grow with, if you can't trust them to be open and honest and saying, look, this is where I am failing and this is where I am falling short, and be okay to hear that from other people and have those conversations that say, hey, let's work well together. Now, for me, I would refer to that as ironing, sharpening iron. And I would simply say that if we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, to open up, but give at one another that environment where we can trust and know that what was being said to one another is for our own good, and that we're not being critical of who the person was. But if we're not willing to make those changes, that perhaps we can be a bit critical of who the person is. Now, that's always a dangerous situation, because what I'm saying here is that if we don't take timely action to correct those mistakes in our past, then perhaps we're just using our own mistakes as a mask to blame others for what we're doing. And for those of you who have watched the show in the past, that's kind of what I'm getting at. You know, if you've checked out my Udicci profile, you see I'm an open book. I know that I'm an extraordinarily, I can't even speak that word. That's okay. Fallible individual. But I'm okay with doing that. I want to just surround myself with people who are also okay with being wrong. For those that know me, I have a little saying, I am wrong 97% of the time, and I've really become good with that, because it's helped me to grow to be a person that I can look in the mirror at and go, wow, you're imperfect, and that's okay. And that's what we want everybody to know, is that it's okay to be imperfect. But if you're constantly striving to be better, if you aspire to be something greater, then indeed you can be so. And that's who we're looking for. And within Udicci, we want to find people who are aspiring to be all that they want to be. And we want to create an environment within our community of people who want to become their best. And tonight's show, we're going to meet a few of those people. And we're going to talk about an organization in town who they are professionals at being their best. So with that, I want to bring Tim up to the stage, as we do each and every week. He is engrossed in the computer over there, so it looks like maybe he won't be joining me too quickly. All right, come on over. Hey, I got to get my Come on over. Come on over. Are they gonna bring that over? I'll get your seat. Don't be shy. You good? Thank you. Welcome. Wow, you were working away like diligently over there.
Technical difficulties.
That's kind of the thing, right? Are you guys okay? Can we relax now?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think that either one of you can relax. You're like, problem! I'm sitting here talking about, guys, it's okay that we have problems. And you're going, problem! Are you on mic? Can you hear us? All right, why don't you just come on camera and say, hi, guys. You can do your hi this week with us.
Stickman pose.
I don't know what we're doing.
I don't even know what camera we're on.
I think we're on camera 2.
Try camera 2. It might be 1, it might be 3. It doesn't really matter. We're camera 1, 2, or 3. All right, we good? All right, so there's Mike. So a little bit of a rough start tonight, but that's okay. Like I said, we're going to keep this thing moving forward, and we're really good. I'm not exactly sure where our times are now, like why our times aren't coming up there, but I'm okay with that. So this week. And I know I was so excited to get this like statistic, and I know that it may not sound like a lot to you guys. You got to hear this. You got to hear this statistic. Ready for this one? We pulled our statistics so far from the shows, the ones that are 83 hours of viewing over the past month. 83 hours. 83 hours. That's 2.5 hours a day on average right now that this little show that you're tuning into is being watched throughout Rochester. That's pretty cool.
It's not bad. For a start.
Not bad. 2.5 hours. I mean, do you know what people would pay for 2.5 hours of primetime television?
I know I come for a little bit of it watching the residency series. So.
This is primetime.
Yes.
This is primetime. I mean, we were delayed by rain.
rain, technical problems.
So, anyways, yeah, I thought that, I mean, here, we're really into about our 6th or 7th week, really, when you think about the first few, get out and goes and some other stuff like that. But I was
Get
very,
out and goes.
very
Get out and struggles.
Get out and struggles. And we have a few of those, but they're really kind of cool. But I honestly, like, when you think about that, 2.5 hours of media, that's pretty impressive.
Better than you're going to get on Facebook and stuff like that right at the moment with a cynical campaign.
Oh yeah. What do you think? Like your average length of time to exist on Facebook? A post on Facebook's got to be 30 seconds, right? It scrolls past you.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
2.5 hours of viewing.
That's pretty good. We're getting.
Here's my thing. And the way I'm looking at this is everything is exponential. I told Mike next month 200 hours.
I believe that. Based
like
on what
that.
we're doing, the way we're growing? Absolutely.
Yeah, why not?
200, 250 hours I got next, which is then really cool because then you're basically saying that's about an
8 hour day.
8 to 10 hour day.
Yep.
So we've got 8 to 10 hours a month. We've got a full-time employee working for us.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Huh?
What do you think about that?
Right. What do you think about that? You got a full-time person
People are
promoting
actually
for you.
working Yep.
Thank you, YouTube.
And thank you for
Next
not working
time
tonight.
work.
Made our life
And
crazy.
for those of you out there who think social media doesn't work,
Yeah.
anyways, just have a little bit of fun up here. So Amanda Ashley, she was in here yesterday.
Yeah.
Really excited about Amanda's stuff.
Oh yeah.
You got her music. I was really surprised by. Surprised is the wrong word.
Really good rhythms.
Really good rhythm.
Why are you laughing, John?
I'm just because I say I'm surprised. I mean, I heard her sing before, and I knew she was good. She was fun. We came here, we watched her, and Cheyenne and I both said she's like, oh, she's good. But she was doing a lot of covers,
Right.
and had not heard her original. Yeah, and it's broad in spectrum. It's really, she had some jazz stuff in there. She had some blues stuff in there. Mike, what are you laughing about? So
I'm not laughing.
her CD release party is May 5th. We're just gonna go on laughing right now.
giggles.
It's a bad
It was
case
just
of
a
the giggles.
comment that she had mentioned that the ladies would love it.
Yeah.
The rhythms and everything. She'll know what we're talking about and what we're laughing about when she sees this. So we'll keep it at that.
Yeah, I'll give it okay. But so afternoon cocktail, that's actually going to begin, I think, in about 2 weeks. Right down here, we're going to be doing that on Wednesday afternoons. It's a happy hour. We may kind of talk about that a little bit more, but we're actually going to put it over here.
Okay.
And what's cool about it is she's going to have a, it's like we're calling it a community canvas or something. I don't think we've given it the right name yet. but it's going to be a canvas where artists come in and during her show will be painting on the canvas.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then she'll be doing interviews and whatnot over there, so it's really kind of cool. They're going to be doing a little cocktail session over there when that's going on, so that's kind of fun. Beyond the lyrics. Oh, by the way, hey, really exciting. Along with YouTube, we'll probably have some cable access soon.
Yeah, I was aware of that coming up.
Okay.
So.
I try to do all these things that you're not aware of.
Oh.
Yeah, just try to throw some stuff out. We've got this thing called Beyond the Lyrics that used to be on cable. It was a show that was on cable years ago, and that's kind of being resurrected, and that's with another thing. So we actually have 3 new shows launching. Hey, I'm sorry. You were late. I don't want to hear it. But anyways, Beyond the Lyrics, that's going to be with Jerry Falzone. He's doing a CD release party on May 5th, I think, or May 2nd, I believe it is. I think we're going to be streaming that.
Okay.
That's going to be over at the Southwedge Mission. I'm not exactly sure where that is. It's like 125 Caroline Street or something. So that'll be kind of cool. I had some other stuff we're going to talk about. Just a real quick shout out there. Blue October, May 21st at the Armory Theater. Oris, get back to us, would you? We want to kind of talk a little bit about that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Tonight's show. You want to do the interviews with Tess?
No, I'll let you go for it.
You're like really not here tonight.
No, I'm not.
You're not here. You're like, there's no rough weeks. There's no rough weeks. You're not allowed rough weeks. You're on camera. You're a character on a show. What did you just do?
I have no
You
idea
just
what he
did something, Mike.
He just did something.
I saw you did something.
I moved.
Oh, you moved something. All right, that's good. Anyways, tonight's lineup is going to be quite a bit of fun. We have Tess Padmore. She's going to be talking about her business and really kind of give you some backstory, what she's doing, her mission, her creative mission. Julio and Tag are expanding their show tonight. Hey guys, do we have a name? Did we stick on a name or no? You going?
180?
180 degrees, baby. Like it. We got a better name than 15 minutes. Yeah. Tag never could actually keep it to 15 minutes, so we're going to do that. And I'll leave a little surprise with them, but they're actually going to be introducing somebody tonight that always or just tonight?
Gonna come out?
Always or just tonight? Yeah. She'll be back. The very non-committal. I'll be back sometime. I'll be back sometime. It'll probably be like months. Monthly. All right. So that's pretty exciting. Then we actually are very honored to have Stephen Weiss with us from the Rochester Rhinos. We're going to be talking about what's going on there. And of course, some ribs, some barbecue going on right now at Blue Bar and Grill.
Yep.
If you guys haven't been out for the barbecue, get out for the barbecue. It's really cool.
It's Hickory night, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I saw? Yeah.
And then we have a couple other things we're going to talk about. And actually, I think I'm going to make sure that we kind of run a little bit. We're going to stay on schedule. We are about 30 minutes behind, but I do want to cover all the topics tonight, so we'll do that. I may cut out a few things here and there to bring it down. I'll try to get you out of here by 9:15. But, rain delays are rain delays. What are you going to do? The game ends when it ends, right? So we're going to have some conversations after the Chef's Corner about Udicci.TV, what we're doing going forward, because we are getting so many people interested in joining us, and that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, that we want to let you know how to get involved, what this looks like, and why you'd want to get involved, not the least of which it's like having a full-time employee working for you. Anyways, and then we're going to be talking where we have a leadership discussion. So if you want to, you can prepare for the leadership discussion, because I know that I only gave you 3 weeks to get ready for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty. So with that, we're going to go ahead and bring up Tess. And all right, Tess, come on up. All right, Tess, welcome to the Udicci.TV stage. Now, just as we do with everybody here, I'll kind of have a seat here. Now, I didn't really know too much what we were going to talk about, so I just took a shot in the dark. But I want to let you know, and I do this for promotional purposes also, because the world can't exactly see what we're looking at. But what we're seeing is basically our talking points on here. So that kind of keeps us going forward. I say that because I want you to know that when you get into delivering your message, it's very simple. It's all here. Unless, of course, Mike and Tim are freaking out and they can't back up. Right? Yeah. Which basically means now we just have to have Tim has a new job. Get the back button enabled. Now tonight I titled your segment "Tribal Pose." Tribal Pros. See, I don't have spell check in there.
Pros.
Tribal
But
Pros.
the first thing I want to say, I'm so happy that I'm old enough to have lived through live TV and watched the original Tonight Show with Steve Allen.
The original Tonight Show.
The Tonight Show was started by Steve Allen, who was a composer, lyricist, and comedian. And his show was the First Tonight Show. And I used to watch that with my mother when she came home from work. So you saw all the mistakes, the laughing, and it's interesting to have come full circle that now we have the internet, and here I am on live TV.
That is fun. That is actually fun to know. I'm now going to have to go back through the archives of YouTube.
They're on YouTube.
And I'm going to have to go back and watch this because...
Oh my gosh, she has incredible skits.
That's fun. And that's exactly... No, I'm glad you're introducing kind of our later segments, which is kind of fun. But yeah, so Tribal Pros. But here's the thing. I don't want to give away what Tribal Pros is going to do. I want to kind of talk a little bit about you.
Okay.
Who are you? Who is Tess? Yeah, Padmore, and tell us. And then we're going to get into your TAPS, as I think I said this, your fashion brand.
My fashion brand.
Yes.
Well, I'm Tess Padmore, originally from New York City, the Lower East Side, and I love the backdrop we have here. But I have told those guys, where is Manhattan? I am from Manhattan.
It's over in the corner. It's way over there in the corner. Small, really small. Lots of tall buildings, but very small.
And I've been very fortunate at this point in my life, after spending about 48 years as an artist without an art, to find my voice as a writer. And I started a company to self-publish. I'm so happy to have met you guys at Udicci.TV. It has opened another world for me. I'm having a great time. And I also am an inventor. My company, Wolf Clan LLC, has a brand called Egghead Socks.
Egghead Socks.
Egghead
now, don't
Socks.
give that away. Yeah, I want to come back to your book, your author. When you say like you found your voice,
Right.
Recently, I started thinking that like, you know, if I could be anything, what would it be? And I'm thinking a lyricist. I would love to be a lyricist, but I'll leave that. You know, that may not be in my cards, but I love the idea of saying you found your voice.
Yes.
In narrative.
In narrative. I used to say that I felt like I was at the bottom of a well and no one could hear me. And when I began to write,
Yes.
I was no longer at the bottom of the well. And what I write is creative nonfiction, so it's basically my observations about life. A lot of things that you touch on in your opening monologues, where we see these things in life, we observe them, but what I have come to find is that some things can be really terrible, but then as you go through it, it's so absurd that you have to laugh at it.
Yes.
And so I write everything with humor, no matter how negative
Oh, I've got to read. Okay, so when is the first book coming out?
The first book, hopefully in 2014, it will either be Tribal Prose from the Old Souls Cafe, which is poetry and prose, or it will be There's No Cheese in That Soup, The Life and Times of Little T, which is a memoir, or
Wow.
it may be North to Alaska, about the 15 years I spent living in Alaska. Or it will be Tribal Prose from the Old Souls Cafe, which is poetry and prose.
Wow. That's it. Now, so let me ask you, because what I'm finding as I start to explore, and there's so many things you just said that I don't want to forget, but as I begin to explore writing, I find that you actually have multiple voices. Now, are you finding that like in North to Alaska versus your, like, do you almost have a different voice in each one of those?
I think that there are different voices. My tribal prose, for example, those are pieces that just come to me. And I didn't know how writers did that before until I experienced writing a piece called The Low Men. And what it's about is all of the immoral people that I have met in my professional life in different settings, different institutions.
That's interesting.
And it's called The Low Men. And it's the first piece where I was brushing my teeth, and the words just started coming out, and I had to run to a pad and start writing that down.
I think I'm a bit like you. The other day, I'm standing in the shower going, I need a waterproof iPad. And I found one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the memoir is just starting from ground zero. What have I gone through in my life? And let's just get that down there, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting. One of my favorite bands, and I alluded to them, is Blue October. And I became really inspired. For myself, it's actually Tim and my wife and another friend of mine who actually introduced me to music in a way, if you will. I always knew music, but I never knew music, right?
There's loving music and there's loving music.
And it was like Blue October. When I heard him speak, I was like, here's a guy who's raw. He's willing to actually expose those things that so many of us are just feeling but not wanting to say. And getting that out is so freeing.
It's an extremely, yeah. And I write creative nonfiction, and so it's about my experiences, and it is laying it all out there. I write about depression, I write about suicidal ideations, I write about all those things because those are the things that I live, and those are the things that I know.
They're real, and those, you know, and coming from depression, I too, I suffer from depression, and it is. One of the things, by the way, for people who watch Thursday Night Socials, we talk about serious business, just serious business and good fun. It is not, and depression is serious.
Serious.
But sometimes you do just have to laugh when you're not down in your depths. Like, why? Why did I let my mind go there?
Well, you know, it's a perfect example. My daughter was trying to explain to my grandchildren some of my medical issues. So she told them, and they're going to kill me because I'm saying this, she told them, it's like half grandma's brain is asleep. So what does that mean? So now every time something happens and I do something, I say, it's because half my brain's asleep. Which brings me to my other book that I've written that's called You're Not Delicate, You're Just Hard to Kill. And that book is about dealing with catastrophic illness and living with chronic illnesses and maneuvering your way through the healthcare system and the disability system and the things that happen that are so absurd that you have to laugh at. And I say to myself so many times, what if I didn't speak English? What if I didn't have a college education? What if I couldn't speak? What if I couldn't move? How would I have to deal with this? And knowing what I'm going through, dealing with it the way I am.
Could be worse, could be tag. Oh, he's not here. He's not here. Where was that one?
He's just special.
I am so looking forward to learning so much more about your books, but we're not going to get them all away because people have to buy them.
You
know why you have to buy art? Because it's worth the enlightenment of your heart and the freeing. Oh, that's a whole nother segment for a whole nother topic. But let's talk about your cat.
Okay, the cat side of the business. My brand is Egghead Socks. People ask me, well, where did that name come from? Well, I made it up. Egghead because when I was a child, my mother called me. No, let me change that. She used to say, you were so quiet. You were just such a little egghead. And for those of you who don't know, you younger folk, now we call people geeks, we call them nerds, but way back when we called them eggheads. So I read books all the time and I loved school. So she called me a little egghead. So the name of my brand is Egghead Socks, but it's spelled S-O-Q-U-E-S. I made it up so people wouldn't think I sold socks. But it's basically, I have 3 different types. One is made of neoprene, and it's a swim cap for people who have long hair, kinky hair, dreadlocks, who can't find a swim cap. It has grown since then, and now I have non-swim caps that people can use if they're going through chemotherapy, people who cook, who don't want food smells in their hair, athletes, musicians who don't want to sweat. And so we're a little company. We've been selling since January 2013, but we're growing. First year sales gross, $11,000. No marketing,
That's what
just the internet.
Just the internet. And that's marketing.
Just the internet.
You know, that's my soapbox. Like, just getting your message out there.
Get your message out there.
I mean, you think about it. It's like you've actually got a large market. And what I'm just going to take this second for a little teaching moment because as a marketer, one of the things I try to get small businesses to see is when you think you've got to serve everybody, you tend to serve nobody. But if you can serve this small of a market, it goes so deep. It's huge. And if you can own that percentage of that market, that's fantastic. And there's really not too many, what we looked at, there's not too many people in your market right now.
No.
And if we can get your brand out there, it's a big market.
Who knew I would be an inventor at 60?
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Now, for those of you who are watching, you're gonna have to check. You're gonna have to tune in later because we don't want to give all of that away. Also, because we're actually gonna be doing some promotion for Egghead Socks. Let's see here. Let's go back here. So, through your show, you want to talk about doing a show? Let's talk about doing a show.
Yes. I have spoken with the guys about doing a show called Tribal Prose from the Old Souls Cafe. And what I'd like to do is read pieces. I write prose and poetry, but I really see it as something that people should hear my voice. I mean, actually hear my voice. Almost like spoken word to some extent. And so what I'd like to do is a show similar to a monologuist named Spalding Gray, who suffered from depression and committed suicide. But essentially, he'd read his pieces, but he'd have these great slides in the background. So the images you might have in your mind as you hear these words, you could see an image that says, oh, that's what he's talking about.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
really
So,
cool.
yeah, we'll have to
That's
work
really
we'll have to see if we can we'll have to work the green screen.
Yeah, we definitely will.
That'll be a green
do
screen
have a green
thing, and we'll have to
screen.
figure that out a little bit. Yeah.
And I have one piece that I've written, and I don't want to give anything away, but it's called Oh Henry. And I make reference to a little clip from the movie, and I went to YouTube, and just that 2-second clip is on YouTube. That's how popular that scene is.
Nice.
So if anyone hears me reference it, if we shot to that scene, then they would know what I heard in my mind, as opposed to what the guy actually said to me.
And I love that. I mean, and by now you've started figuring out that we say, like, Udicci.TV we offers perspective, and that's it. Because no matter what you say, we're never really sure how everybody receives it, right?
Exactly.
And so that's fantastic. So how often would you like to do a show?
I figure probably to start out maybe once a month.
That'd be
I
perfect.
mean, have lots of material.
Yep.
But the beautiful thing about creative nonfiction is it never ends.
Yes.
I mean, if I had the time, there's probably about 5 pieces I could have written this week based on the experiences I had this week.
So, is that the case?
That's the
once
case.
you find
Who
that
knew?
voice, and yeah, you start like writing, you're like, I just want to write. I want to get that out. I want to express that. I want others to see that, feel that, enjoy that.
Exactly.
And it's just such a release on that side. So, are we thinking this is primarily just a one-woman show? Are you thinking about having any kind of guests involved? Are you going to highlight other artists, or what are you
Well,
thinking?
I'm thinking at this point of a one-woman show, but I think it would be great if you guys did maybe a monthly poetry thing, and then got other artists
I
involved.
have to start getting creative there, Chuck.
What's that?
I'm gonna have to start getting more creative.
Yeah. No,
writing
I love the
I
idea.
know you.
Yeah, I love the idea that, I mean, we don't have to do it. I mean, because we would just completely
Ruin it.
ruin it. There we go. We just rhymed it and it. We're good. All right. We'll work on the back and forth rap.
But for now, I envision a one-woman show.
Cool. I think it'd be interesting to start that up. Actually, Julio is going to be doing some stuff that would be toward that spoken word. It's definitely a passion of mine to start learning that spoken word. So I wouldn't mind taking a night up. Let's start. Let's get it going, and let's figure out when we get that going.
Sounds
from there.
good.
Alrighty. Well, we are going to go ahead and let Julio and those guys take their
Okay.
stage. But thank you for
so
coming
much
out.
for having me.
Oh, absolutely. All right. So, Mike, we're just going to go ahead and skip the producer credits tonight. And I'm looking that I once again, as it's time for you to come up here, your co-host, he's missing. He's missing. What's that? He's there? Oh. Well, where is he? I don't see him. Really? You've got a show to do. You got a show to do. And without further ado, I hand it off to you. There,
Thank you.
we rhyme.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very
All
much.
right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you for coming out.
God bless. Good night.
Yes. We were on a little bit of a rain delay. We were delayed by about 30 minutes, but we're still going to do our show in the allotted amount of time, right, Tag?
Yeah.
So what are you doing over here? I mean, really, dude? I can't wait 1 minute. I can't wait. Really?
Why you like that?
Can't wait.
Why you all sensitive today?
This dude. No, but definitely, it's a
telling
great
people
text
why.
that he's sending out. So that's such a good thing.
Hello,
Well, yeah.
everyone. Which
Welcome
camera
back.
is it?
Welcome back.
You need to put little lights on them because I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of cameras.
That's the one right there. That's the main
Hashtag
one
shoestring
right there.
budget.
So yeah, we don't have that kind of money yet, right?
Right.
But we're back.
We'll work on that.
The show tentatively is called 180 Degrees.
It's changed from 15
minutes to 180 degrees, and we'll, if the name sticks, we'll share how the name came about.
And again, if you have better ideas or better names for us, please
Let us know.
Let us know.
Oh yeah, we're open to suggestions.
We don't have all
feedback,
the ideas.
Constructive criticism, whatever you want to call it. Just let us know, and we will adjust to what makes you happy, because that's why we're here. We're here. For
I want to
you.
go that far.
Well, I mean, as far as the name.
Okay.
As far as the name.
I'll go with that.
As far as the name. Last week's show was a little crazy, right? We were upstairs.
Yeah.
It didn't even record. Well, it recorded, but it's not on YouTube.
It's not?
It's not on YouTube.
I
They
have
lost
the-
it.
Oh,
I
you
have
guys
the
are
video.
fire.
Oh, he has the video.
I have the
He
video.
has the video.
The
You gonna put it up?
He has the video, but no.
People
one
like
of
to
the
see
reasons-
me.
Yes, people like to see
I know you
him.
do.
And then in the process of seeing him, they get to see me. So it's like, you know how when you got a real good present,
That's right.
but then it's even better.
Wait. Can you
He's
say
the
that?
president.
Wait. Say that one more time.
He's the president.
No. Say that one more time. What you just said.
I don't even remember what I said.
It's nice to have a present, but when it no, you just said something.
I surprised myself.
Anyways,
It sounded good.
It's
though,
good to
whatever
have
it
a
was.
present, but when it's even better.
When you get a present on top of a present.
That's what I felt like
They get
today.
you.
That's what I felt
Oh,
like
that's what you
today.
felt like today?
That's what I
Present
felt
with
like
the tag
today.
on
All right. So
I mean, that's what I felt like. That's what I'm still feeling like right now.
all right. That's a good
I mean, can I share it?
absolutely.
I got a new car.
Got a new car.
I got a new car.
Got a new car.
And it's not just a car, it's a nice car. So I'm really feeling blessed right now.
Tag is moving up in the world.
A little bit.
Especially after, not having a car for the last couple of weeks due to some unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah.
Right? But and trust me, I know that feeling because you never realize how much you need a car
Until yours
you
breaks
don't
down.
have a car.
And the thing is, I'm used to having two vehicles, and I sold my sports car like 3 years ago. And right now, this is the time I would have pulled. My truck would have broke down. Like, good, no problems. I got like 3 months to figure out what I'm gonna do for the winter. I'll buy a hoopty if I have to. But now I have my sports car. But I sold my sports car because it was just too much overhead for me, and you don't get to enjoy it. 3 or 4 months out of the year.
Yeah, definitely. So
I drive it for 3 or 4 months, and I spent $2,000 to $3,000 on it every time for maintenance because these roads over here are bad.
Yeah,
Remember my
absolutely.
sports car was real
Yeah,
low,
I
and
know.
yeah, it was
Mitsubishi.
bad. Yeah.
So definitely Tag got a new car. I don't know if you're gonna unveil it yet, but we'll have to either unveil
If you're
it.
my Facebook friend, just stay tuned.
Yeah, just stay tuned because it's gonna be all over Facebook.
Oh, it's gonna be all over
It's gonna be
Facebook.
all over Facebook.
All over Facebook.
So yeah, but last week's show should be on the air probably, hopefully later on this week, along with this show. But definitely was a great show. Chuck's segment with Henry was a great segment, so I'm hoping
Oh,
that
yeah.
people get to watch that. And just had a good time overall. We got to taste.
Did you really just put that? Is that up right
Got to
now?
taste some food.
Did you just
Yeah.
put that up right now?
Hold on,
That
bring
was
that
my.
back. Bring
Put it
that
back up. Put it
Bring
back
that
up.
Bring that back.
You know, if you go actually back into my, there's another
Throwback
mugshot
Thursday.
of mine.
Throwback
So,
Thursday.
so Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday.
And on
There's a
Throwback
funnier one
Thursday,
that Julio likes.
This is what Ricardo posted. This is from our younger years.
This is
our
1994.
Our
That's
more
20 years ago.
ignorant. Our more ignorant years.
That's a real
So,
mugshot.
if you're looking at that right now, that's his mugshot from
I have one from.
1994.
I have another one from 1991 that I put it up like about a couple months ago. It was real funny because I was actually smiling. Like it was. I asked the officer. He goes, it's a mugshot. I'm like, can I smile? He goes, sure. It's your picture. I'm like, you guys got to find out. Yo, Tim, can you go on my Facebook page and go back? Man,
You have to go back like 18,000
Can I
pictures.
text it? Hey, Tim,
we don't have that much kind of time, Tim.
How
Oh,
many
you know what I'll
mugshots
do?
do you have up there?
No. You know what I'll do? Can I put it right up on the camera?
He's got like 18,000 pictures.
No, not a mugshots.
Well, thankfully.
No.
Thankfully.
Can I put it up? Which camera are we
Front
at?
camera right there.
Switch to the Sony camera 3.
All right, this is this is my mugshot from 1991. Which one is it? What am I looking at?
That one right there.
Right here. Is that a good shot right there? You got it.
Closer, just go closer.
You see that? That's a real mugshot picture, people. That's not Darien Lake.
It'll come up here in a minute.
Did you see it? That was graffiti. The other one was a Grand Theft
Throwback
Auto.
Thursday.
Yeah, so.
That was taking something that didn't belong to
So
me.
if any of you have a car that was vandalized by graffiti and then stolen,
No.
You already know.
That was a
who's
long time
guilty
ago, my friends.
Of doing that.
A long time
But
ago.
I'm assuming that the car that you got today is
Completely
legally acquired.
legit.
Okay, legally acquired. Just want to make
I
sure.
mean, I'm gonna get pulled over a
Yeah,
lot.
you want to make sure you get down
I'm
the
gonna get
record.
pulled over a lot. I'm like, listen,
You want to make sure you get down the
listen,
record.
little Puerto Rican guy.
'Cause,
This is not your car. This is your dad's car or somebody's car.
So yeah, we definitely
Whose car
don't
did you
want
steal
to
it
go. We
from?
don't want to go there, but definitely a great show. Make sure you check it out on YouTube when it's uploaded. Udicci.TV. So we have our mindless Facebookers. So let's see who's mindlessly checking up on Facebook right now.
I'm gonna hashtag
So let
everybody.
me see. And I'm sure you've got plenty more. I've got over here.
Ray Rodriguez is enjoying sea breeze. The breeze and sea breeze. I don't know.
it's a
Backspin.
wow.
Backspin is playing chess.
Backspin's playing chess.
Playing chess.
Backspin always plays chess and bowls. He's a bowler and a chess player.
My brother says I got the best woman in the world. She takes care of a Puerto Rican. Okay.
He must have done something. He must have done something.
Yeah, I mean, she must have done something for him.
Wendy Correa Navedo is with family down in Florida. So she's chilling. She's hanging out in Florida. Let's see what else we have here. Mariluz Rosario is not feeling well. Hope you feel better. Hope you're watching us. It'll make you feel better if you watch us. I promise. Saul Antonio Manero has got a nerd photo. Look at this nerd photo. Is that a nerd
Okay,
photo?
what is Wendy doing
Is that
here?
a nerd photo? Yeah, that's exactly what, that's the picture, but she's in Florida. I know she's in Florida.
She okay. I mean, no, okay,
Yeah, no, it's okay.
okay, it's okay.
But talk about this nerd photo right here.
Well, I love Star Wars, dude. What are you
Oh, do
talking
you?
about? I'm
Yeah.
a Star Wars. My whole phone
But
is Star
one
Wars.
this one is funny. Hold on.
My
I'm gonna
phone
have to
goes
bring that
off. It's
up.
R2D2.
You go three over here. This is what you call. Did you see that one?
I can see.
That's a nerd photo right there. That's Mr. Saul Antonio Monero, the ex-county legislator, now Star Wars fanatic, I guess.
I love Star Wars, man.
I see. I never got into Star Wars.
Well,
so
here's
I
my
can't-
phone when it turns on.
I can't talk about
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, yeah.
Darth Vader.
I
And when
like, I
my
like,
ringtone when you
I like.
you hear that? R2D2.
I like
It's my
Spaceballs.
ringtone.
I like Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, yeah.
Okay.
They had like a Darth Vader in
That's
there.
not even real.
Oh, okay. Well, Star Wars was?
So that's an epic. Are you
Oh, it was
serious?
real? Okay, no, I'm just saying. It's like wrestling real. And that's pretty much it with that. So,
Hashtag Star Wars is the shit.
hashtag, I don't think so, but we all have our opinion.
Hashtag you don't even watch TV.
Hashtag I do.
Hashtag
Just
you
a little
don't.
bit. Yeah, I do.
Hashtag no the hell you
Hashtag I
don't.
watch TV. I watch real TV. I watch real shows.
Frozen is not a real movie.
When you have kids, thank
Your
you.
daughter's like
Thank you.
21.
Thank you. My
You
daughter's
watch that
19.
with little
My daughter's
19. You watch Frozen with your daughter who's 19. You watch that with the little ones. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Pixar movies. Love my Pixar movies.
Yeah, come over here real quick. Because we're going to end up introducing her pretty soon anyway.
Hey, I'm gonna let you finish it.
Oh boy.
Let me tell
Let's
you.
get her a chair before she knocks me over.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Frozen is one of the best.
Sure, the
movies.
lady in the middle.
Thank you. Frozen is one of the best movies ever made.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's not just a movie for little kids. It is a movie that teaches
Oh.
you about the dating world. Okay? It's not the love of a man that always gets you.
I'm a
through.
Toy
It's your
Story person. I love Toy
sisterhood.
Story.
Okay.
I love Toy Story. I love
But-
Finding Nemo. I like all the other ones. I like Pixar movies.
And you
I love
haven't-
cartoons.
but you-
But I mean, I wouldn't say that's I wouldn't even review that movie here. I mean, if Gladiator
You just admitted you like Toy Story and
I
every other
like
movie,
those movies,
Frozen
but I
you
wouldn't
haven't
say-
seen.
You haven't even seen
you
it
haven't
yet.
even seen it,
and,
you told me.
and you're judging.
I'm
Yes.
not judging. I'm just
Do
saying
not judge
that's not
Elsa
a.
and Anna.
Oh, here we go. This is what you brought her here to double team me.
Absolutely. And we got to do. But she made a great point. It has to do a lot with dating. What does she blog about?
Okay.
So we might as well just go. We're going to skip through. We're going to skip forward and then come back. So we have.
Oh, for once, for her.
Miss-
But when I want to skip forward and
Miss-
come back, we don't do that.
Well, you're not as.
Maybe I'll wear lipstick and a nice little blouse for next week or something. Maybe we'll do what I want to do.
It still wouldn't work.
I mean,
It
it
still wouldn't
might.
work. Nah, it wouldn't work. Not with me. Not with me.
Just, sexy
So-
and I know
Well, I
it.
can
Clap
double
your
snap it
hands.
like you can.
Yeah.
So
tried.
we have with us today Veronica Dash,
Er.
Ronnie Dasher.
That's sure.
I like that.
I'm Dasher. I'm Prancer. I'm Dixon
She
and
has.
Dixon and
Well,
whatever.
I'll let you tell what you have. What do you do?
I am the sole blogger, owner, and creator of smoochingfrogs.com. So my website
Can I
is
stop you real quick?
Yes.
Where'd you get that name from?
Well, the fairy tales teach you that if you kiss a frog, he'll turn
Okay,
into
never
a
mind.
prince.
I got that.
But
I got it.
But
That's all you gotta say. Go on with your thing.
why you hating?
No, because I'm comic relief. You gotta get used to that. So just continue on with your stuff.
I understand that, but I'm just
Smooching
saying.
freaking
Go ahead,
frogs.
keep talking about smooching
Where you
frogs.
going?
I'm gonna get my
This is the
refill.
third week in a row
I'm
you
gonna
do
get
this.
my refill. I can do this.
Don't worry about what's in his cup.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay, continue.
So the fairy tales teach you that if you smooch enough frogs, he will eventually turn into a prince. But I am here to tell you that that is not necessarily true. I have been smooching frogs since 19, and none of them have turned into a prince thus far.
She didn't kiss me yet. That's why. I'd have blossomed into a king, not a prince, but a king.
Or 2 inches taller.
Oh,
One of the two.
I like her already. She stays. She stays. Can we get the suits to negotiate her contract, please?
You know what? You don't put
Ready.
the fighting hat on.
Ready.
Did you say the Spidey hat? Is that
The fighting hat. Continue.
I thought you said Spidey. I'm sorry. So yes, my website is
I
full
thought you
of.
said she came here to talk sports.
She will talk sports in a
We'll
minute.
get there eventually,
Yeah.
So a lot of funny dating stories, advice. I have a couple of guest posts.
Tell us one. One
All
funny
right.
dating story.
So one funny dating story I had is a couple of years ago. I went to Atlanta, Georgia, to visit my cousin for my birthday. And while I was down there, I met this guy, and he was getting off he was coming on the metro as I was getting off, and we kind of did that whole eye thing, you know, you look and then you look back, and he was staring at me. I was like, yeah, that's the look. Hey.
That's the look right here.
I know the look. I know how to get the look. I know the look. I know the look. Trust me, I know the look.
All right.
So we exchanged phone numbers. He was a
And then you gotta do this.
No, see, now that scares me. You can't
Well,
take
I'm just
that.
saying, you look like Candy.
I just feeling uncomfortable now. Damn.
That Cool J. Well, I wasn't looking at you.
You kind of did look at me though. Your eyes
Why you
kinda
sweating?
turned
Why
this
you
way.
sweating?
Because you kind of looked at me that way. Now I'm
Why
kind
you
of
so
hot.
concerned? Why do you get a refill and I don't? Where's the refill at? Chuck, you're fired.
So go ahead. No, let him stop.
Continue. I'm sorry.
Continue.
Oh yeah, he didn't do the whole lip thing that you attempted, but it was a good attempt. But we exchanged numbers and we were on the phone. He sent me a picture of himself with his shirt off, and you know, normally that type of thing doesn't impress me, but you know,
But he had
on
impressive-
vacation. So, well,
Man.
we were supposed to get together the day before my birthday, and he like disappeared off the face of the earth. You know how you call someone, you get that like delayed ring, and then the phone like it's turned off or they're ignoring your call.
My kids do that all the time.
Oh,
They only call me when they need something.
oh,
Yeah, it is what it is. But
yeah, a little bit.
you know what turns me off a woman? Well, this is growing up. They don't do that now, but little small stupid things used to throw me off a woman. If a girl, well, I would say woman. At that time, I was a teenager, so they were girls. This one time, this girl, you know, we're hanging out, and she spit. And I'm like, oh hell no. And then there was another girl where I'm like, you gotta groom yourself. I like to groom myself as guys. This one girl had a couple long nose hairs more than she needed to have. And the thing was that she was beautiful. She was gorgeous. I was like 15, 16. Beautiful girl. And we're talking, and she really liked me, and I just kept looking at her nose. Like, I couldn't get my eyes off of
So
that.
I just need to know, because you said she had more than what she needed to have.
Well, there was
what's
like
the-
2.
What's the acceptable number of nose hairs? That you
None,
Just so I can understand.
zero.
Oh, okay.
Made it seem like
Zero.
there
I know,
Groom
it made it seem
yourself.
like there was a
I mean,
magic
for
number.
guys,
I
that's the
wanted to
thing. But
know.
for girls should be paying attention to that.
Let me make sure I have nose hairs.
It's not even okay for guys. However, I'm more caring of an individual than you are. If you know my boo, I will snip them for you because it's
Well,
not.
if I was
Yeah, that's
with
cool,
her,
man.
but we were just vibing at that time, and I looked at him like, no, can't do it. I have, like me, I mean, I don't mind feet. I like feet, but if your feet are really, if they're not, they don't have to be busted. They're fine, they're busted, but if your feet smell, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that I came across
That's a
that, but
legitimate-
I don't have an issue
legitimate.
like other people that have an issue with feet. Like, I don't care about that. I'm not looking at your feet all 24/7. You know what? I'm a nice guy. I'll massage your feet. I don't care how busted they are. But if your feet smell,
That's good to know. You
that
gotta
means
decide.
you need to take a bath.
Yeah, no, you're right. Especially.
I
when
got
women-
it's just
Especially
little
when women-
things, you know? I'm a good
Especially
judge.
when
Hashtag groom
Hashtag-
yourself. Hashtag
no.
take a
Yeah,
bath.
hashtag just take a bath. That's it. It's simple.
I'm just saying,
take a bath.
hashtag spend a little more time with no feet.
What about if she was working all day? She was a waitress. She was
She
on
were
her feet.
teenagers. She just came out of school. Well, she
Her
was
feet-
inside.
Her feet smell bad?
No, I'm just I'm just giving.
Because you're telling us 3 different stories.
No,
and
I'm just saying
that's
if a
just
girl's
one
feet.
story?
No, that didn't happen. That never happened. I'm just saying if
okay.
it would have happened. I mean, I don't care. You know how some people are like, I can't do feet, I can't touch feet. I don't care about that. I'll touch a girl's feet all the time. I'll massage the toes, whatever, pinky toe. I don't care. But if your feet smell, you need to put them shits over there. I'd rather massage your hands or something, you know?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Let's just hold like this instead of you being over there and me massage your feet watching the movie.
Church hug.
So yeah, hashtag wash your feet before you get up with tag.
No, just hashtag, you know, judge yourself before someone else judges you. Look at, like, before I go on, I'm there, I'm like, okay, am I ready? I'll change 5 times if I have to. I gotta feel comfortable. I'll go for looking decked out to, like, you know what? Forget that. I'm gonna dress in jeans and I'm gonna go comfortable. They're gonna have to like me the way I am, and I'm gonna go like that. First impression is everything, but I'd rather just go comfortable. That way I could be myself.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll get dressed up when I go out on, like, you know, like a dance or an important event or something like that. I'll get dressed up. I'll put
Did you
a
say
tight
a porn event? Is that what
important.
it was?
My accent. All right, leave my accent alone.
I thought that's what
No. I'll get dressed up for that. But to me, someone, I'm like, I think you should be yourself. Don't try to be something you're not in a date. That's what I'm saying when you meet somebody.
That's true.
Absolutely.
And me, I'm a comedian.
A little bit.
Let's see me. Okay.
Okay, so I have to ask this question. What would you do if a girl showed up to a date with a Thriller jacket on?
I don't think that's funny. I'll like her right away.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, you're my type of girl. You're fun. I'm like, but is that serious? You don't wear that on regular, right? You don't wear that on regular, right?
Wait a minute.
Hold on. This is just for comic relief, right?
Clear. Let's get this
I mean,
clear.
do you got the glove too and the sock? I'm like, what are you doing here? It's got to be.
I have both.
No, well, if you're weird like that, then I can't go out with you on a regular because I mean,
Look at
did you just moonwalk across the damn floor?
You know.
You know, it would have been funny if you would have fell. If you would have tripped over.
I got it on camera though.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have.
See me.
You would have got tag on camera.
Oh, I would have spit my drink all over your system.
Nothing as sexy as tag spitting. What?
No, I wouldn't be spitting. I'll be choking up on my beard from you falling.
It's called a spit take.
Spit take.
Spit take.
Whatever she said.
Hashtag spit take.
Spit take.
See, for me, I think I'm a strong 6. I don't think I'm a 10. I know I'm not a 10. But you know what I rely on?
Listen, hold on.
My personality and my humor.
I wouldn't give you a 6. I give you a 7.5. You want to know why?
Oh my gosh, why?
Because the Pillsbury Doughboy thing is in.
Oh! Hell no. Wow. First of all, this is a sweater. I've been losing weight. The Pillsbury.
Why? The Pillsbury Doughboy is cute. All right, so finish telling us your story about the guy that you met in Atlanta. He sent you a picture.
I want to hear about it.
A shirtless picture. Ty, go get over it.
He's
pretty
in
good.
his feelings.
She did give me
All
a
right.
7.5.
So what
Yeah,
happened?
so I didn't hear from him. And my cousin kept saying, why don't you just keep calling him? No, I don't do that. So something told me that I was going to hear from him when I left. And sure enough, the very next day, I get a text message from him. And I'm at work and it was late. So I just look at the message and it said, hey, sorry, I was in jail. I really want to get... I'm like, are you serious? Like, you couldn't come up with a better excuse than I was in jail? Seriously? So then later on that night, I grabbed my phone again and
Would you be the type to be like, prove it to me?
No, I didn't need to in this case.
But
because
listen,
when I went back to my phone, it was actually a picture message of his release papers with his first and last name on the pictures. I mean...
Did you look at the date?
I did look at the date, and he had been in the pokey.
I never heard that.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
And so, I mean, I can say at least I know he was authentic. However, we never spoke again.
That sucks.
Well, yeah, I mean...
If it would have been tagged, he would have sent you one of his many mugshots.
I would have sent you one of my many mugshots.
Now look, that's me.
No,
right
but
there.
did you see
I
my
was
funny
in jail.
one?
I did not see the funny one.
I'll show you the funny one. But I'm like, I mean, I was a kid. I mean, I was young. I was doing dumb stuff. You know, it is what it is. Look at that.
Oh, he's holding it up. Too.
I know,
Oh, my
That
goodness.
smile. He's all giddy.
I asked him, can I smile? They're like, is your picture? I'm like,
Was this here in Rochester?
yeah, look at the damn thing. It says Rochester.
You flashed
Look,
it quickly.
Rochester Police Department.
Oh, man.
12/27/91.
I feel like
That's actually my brother's birthday, 1991. Yep.
that's my niece's birthday.
1991.
I feel like you did that on purpose so you could get some street cred. Like he just did something so he could be
It
able
does
to
look
take
fake.
that
It looks
photo.
fake, but it's real.
He's like, look, I'm here.
Look at this.
No,
Did
but
you see
yeah.
my new one? You seen the new one up, right?
Yeah, I saw the new one.
So
That's all I have.
All right. So yeah, that's a crazy story because the guy was actually being truthful. So he could have been your frog.
I think you should have given him a shot.
Could have been your frog, and
I bet you
he
did.
passed him
I
up.
think you should have given him a
He
shot.
passed him up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of zigzag around, right? So we introduced Veronica first before we did everything else we were gonna do. So now we're gonna start off our little upcoming events segment. So tomorrow, Tag and I.
Who
are
the
going
hell was
to
spelling
watch-
here, man?
No, that's for real. Boxino. That's what it's called. It's Boxino Tournament.
I thought it was something.
ESPN Sports is putting on a tournament. Willie Monroe Jr., local professional fighter, is fighting in the tournament tomorrow. So it's the semifinals on ESPN.
We'll be there.
Too. So we're gonna be there
Tomorrow.
broadcasting live. Well, we're not gonna be broadcasting live. We're gonna be there.
We'll
as
take
they
pictures. We'll show them to you.
Yeah, as they're broadcasting live.
Hashtag follow us.
Yes, follow us definitely. Facebook. So what do you think about that fight? What are you thinking? What do you
About
think it will do for
tomorrow?
the career of Willie Monroe Jr.?
Well, Willie Monroe, how old is he, first of all?
27.
Yeah, he needs to get on a faster pace because he's getting to the twilight years. And you know, when you get to them years at that time in your boxing career, you better have accomplished something at the age of 27. Like these big headliners, Tim Bradley, Pacquiao, Cotto, these all guys were making names in the mid to low 20s. He's already looking at the twilight, the late 20s, going into the 30s. If you haven't done something big now, you better do it now. Find a way to get in there.
The thing about it is that Teddy Atlas, you know who Teddy Atlas
Of
is.
course.
He said that there's going to be a superstar that's going to come out of this tournament. The tournament, there's the lightweight, and I believe it's light middleweight.
And what division is he in?
He's in the light middleweight.
Well, you know what he needs to do to make himself a star? Knock his ass out.
And that's what he's planning on doing.
Knock his ass
That's what he's
out
planning on
with
doing.
fashion and with a statement.
That's
With
what
a statement.
That's what he's planning on doing. So I'm hoping that's what he does.
So wait a minute. If you're knocking somebody out with a statement, are you talking about like when they throw their hands up and go sexual chocolate and then walk off the boxing ring, or like what
No,
exactly is it?
yeah, exactly. Knock him out, drop the mic, sexual chocolate right off the ring. Yeah, right there. Like, yeah, I just did that.
Okay.
Yeah. And the dude that he's fighting, I think, a Ukrainian dude. So it'll be good. He's the only person from New York State that's fighting in this tournament. So he's from Rochester, local Rochester, born and raised, product of the streets of Rochester, New York, that's representing for the
I'll be
entire
honest with you, I'm not
state.
gonna remember the fights. I'm just gonna get drunk.
I would hope you remember the fights because
I didn't remember the fights when they
you
came
gotta,
here.
take it easy. You gotta take it easy.
It's-
dude.
I
You're
hardly
gonna
go
get
out
left.
anymore.
You're gonna get left in Syracuse.
It's my car. I'm
Hold up.
driving. You're
I gotta text somebody. I think we have one less ticket.
I want to see how they
tag,
get there.
my bad.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a good time. Did you watch the Timothy Bradley Pacquiao fight?
No, I didn't.
We didn't either.
Yeah, we didn't really get to watch it. We got
We
to
seen
see
it, but it was
we
lagging
got to
so
see
much.
30-second
You know what I
clips.
can tell you? I was surprised
What?
that Pacquiao lost.
Pacquiao didn't lose.
No, he didn't lose.
Oh, wait, which
not
one was
this
that?
time.
That was
this weekend.
Oh.
He lost the last time.
Oh, okay.
He lost the last time they fought, but this time he won. He won the last
No,
time.
he
too.
won the last one,
won
but
the
it was
last
it
time.
was a controversial decision.
Yes, it was.
A lot of people thought
Very
that Bradley.
controversial.
Well, it's not the first
And-
time he won one like that either.
And I think now he made a statement to let everybody know, hey, I'm here. But I'm gonna say this: if Pacquiao would have fought Mayweather the way that he fought Timothy Bradley, Mayweather would have beat the living crap out of him. Like Mayweather would have left this dude.
All I know is that Pac-Man better come as an aggressive, hungry fighter like he's never ever done before. Like 10 years ago, Pac-Man, like hungry. I mean, he's
Well, he's trying
fast,
to do
he's
that.
light, he's aggressive,
He's trying to do
but
that.
we're talking about Mayweather.
He's got nothing on Mayweather.
Money Mayweather.
He's got nothing on
And I
Mayweather.
still call him. What was his old name? Mayweather. He had the old name Floyd. What the hell was
Floyd
it?
Money Mayweather.
No, it wasn't always Money. Pretty Boy.
Oh, Pretty
Yeah.
Boy Floyd. Yeah.
He's called at the same time. Pretty
Yeah.
Boy. I mean, be humble about it, but he's so. That's why nobody likes him. But you know what? You
Got a
gotta
lot
give
of
him
money.
respect.
But you know what's funny, real quick, before we move on? Check this out.
Are you
Yeah,
focusing in
definitely.
on me again?
I'm definitely not a Pacquiao. Not Pacquiao. I'm definitely not a Mayweather fan.
You're not a Mayweather fan?
I don't like him, but I respect
not?
him. Just like
His
Check it out.
attitude.
So talking about Mayweather, this is last night.
Really?
Last night at the haunted house
That's a
at
friend of
release.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I gotta put this on there. Which camera? You still got this main camera here?
What are you zooming in on me? Oh, you gotta back out now.
My homegirl,
Nobody asked you.
Samara out in Cali.
Hashtag shout out to Tamara.
But chilling with Mayweather.
Hashtag shout out to Tamara.
She always gets to go to all these events. Like she's always at.
Well, when you
last
live in
night-
that side of the
Last
country.
night was the Haunted House 2 event. So she's got Marlon Wayans. Is it Marlon Wayans?
Yeah.
She's got him dancing at the bowling alley. She was chilling with him, chilling with Mayweather. Last time she was over, I forgot what movie it was, but she's always at all these events. And I'm
If
just
I was
like,
on that side of town, I'd be too.
yeah, so I would love to be a part of that. But Tamara, if you're watching, hook a brother up,
Well,
please.
to end the boxing thing, I really hope it will be a complete disappointment for the sport of boxing if Pac-Man does not fight Floyd within the next year.
Yep. And it's only going to happen under one condition. If Pac-Man leaves Bob Arum, because Mayweather will never negotiate with Bob Arum. So unless that happens,
I still think
we ain't
anything's
never going to see
possible.
it. We ain't never going to see it. Now, do you watch boxing?
No, not really. I know about the whole Pacquiao Mayweather thing to a certain extent. I know for a while.
Get off
Mayweather
me!
was refusing-
Get off me!
I know for a while.
Get
he was
off
refusing
me.
To fight Pacquiao.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I think I would watch that though. I would be interested in.
It was
seeing
going
that
both
fight.
ways. It was definitely going both ways.
Oh, it's
That's-
delayed.
That's interesting.
Really? You
All
focus
right.
on me like that?
So real quick, let's move right along.
The next
York-
time Lamar Odom.
Well, hold
Hashtag
on.
who cares?
Hold
It's
on,
too
before
late.
we do that, Chuck, let me get another chair because I want to bring up Mr. Stephen Weiss.
Listen, I'm
He's
gonna.
been here for
By
a
the way,
long
I'm gonna
time.
smoke crack tomorrow, and I'm gonna get signed with the Knicks.
Hey.
Hey, you gotta do a little bit more than that.
Anything
You gotta
can
be a
happen.
Kardashian.
I'm gonna marry a
You gotta be a
Kardashian. It might be the brother, but I'm
then
gonna become a
smoke crack.
Laker.
All right, so before we move on to the sports and entertainment edition of our 180 degrees segment, we have here. You got him on camera? Yeah. Chuck, you got him? Yeah. All right. So we have Mr. Stephen Weiss. Stephen Weiss is the account executive for the Rochester Rhinos. For those that don't know, as I just found out, no, I'm just kidding. I know they play soccer, they kick the ball through the net, and they do all that good stuff. But you tell us a little bit more about what you guys do and what's going on.
Yeah, I take care of people who are looking to come out to a game, people who are looking just to get some season tickets, just to enjoy a game or two out this summer, the beautiful weather. Hopefully, if we get lucky with Mother Nature after this harsh winter. But no, we got a lot of stuff going on. I'm taking care of a Section 5 Champions Night we have going on for a home opener. A week and a half away. Everyone in the office is super excited. We just can't wait, and we got a lot of stuff going on.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
As big and beautiful that arena is, why don't you guys do more events like big concerts and festivals and stuff like that?
Yeah, we do the Section 5 champions for the championship for the football, and we do youth soccer clinics outside of that. But we do a lot of other outside events, concerts. I don't think we do.
That's a nice arena.
Yeah, of course. Taking advantage of that beautiful.
Wait. Again, really? What is this? What do I gotta do? I gotta
Don't pay
talk to my
attention to him.
agent about.
You
I'm
have to ignore
sorry,
him. You have
but
to
this
ignore
happens every week, and I'm gonna have to protest.
Hey,
What is wrong with
the
you?
best segment, the best part of the tag.
then
Hold
you
up.
should.
Steve,
Look
hold
at
up.
his-
Hold up, Steve.
Look at this.
Tag.
Hold on, but that-
Look who's here. Look who's here. Calm down.
Okay.
See that smile on his face? See that smile on his face?
Okay.
So go ahead. Let's
That's the pill.
No, hold on.
Hold on one moment. Steve, go ahead. So you got the game opener, the season opener is the 27th,
Sunday, April 27th. I invite everyone to come out. It's a 4:05 game, and like I said, we're gonna pack the place. We're gonna have a great time. So anyone who's interested, they can give me a call at 585-454-3000. They could ask.
Say that
me
one more
or-
time.
585-454-3000. If anyone wants to, give me a call, or just anyone in the office if they're looking to come out for the home opener.
Wambach still playing, right?
We're playing.
Abby.
Well, no, that's the Western New York Flash. The Rochester Rhinos we're playing.
No, but I'm saying, does she still play with the league that still plays at the stadium?
Yeah, she plays for the Western New York Flash, and they play at Salem Stadium.
Cool.
But we're playing the Charleston Battery, so it's gonna be great. I'm super excited. This is my first season with the organization, so can't wait to.
I'm sure you
see
do
all the
good.
home game.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And now Sunday the 27th, 4:05 against the Charlotte Battery.
Charleston Battery.
Charleston Battery. All right, I got almost all of it right.
And then again, any questions?
What's funny is I would have said the word right, but it would have came out wrong. You know me and my.
Yeah. So make sure you check it out. Can they go to the website, Rochester?
Yeah, rhinosoccer.com if you want to check out the schedule and all the things that we're doing. I know I didn't really go too much into detail about all the stuff, but you guys could visit the website. That way you could get into a more in-depth look of what we're doing this season.
You know, we can do a concert with just me, like a stand-up show.
Okay.
I could sell that thing out like 3 nights in a row.
So 3,000 tickets automatically. We're gonna
Yes.
Like
Oh,
that.
like that.
That's
Okay.
not bad. That's,
Like that.
Yes.
I got 3,000 friends on Facebook.
oh, yeah, that's it.
Are you kidding me?
He's the Facebook king.
Yeah.
Facebook
Booked.
king.
Booked. You
But
got
that's it. You got
I
it.
got
You
it.
got it.
I got it.
Penciled in.
No, penned in.
Oh,
You
pen
pen
it
that
in.
in. It's in there.
Put it in. All right, but definitely, Stephen Weiss, thank you, and we'll have you again. Maybe bring one of the players down. And stuff
That'd be
like that.
awesome right there.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm gonna do a little video bomb here.
Oh, okay, video bomb. No, I'm gonna give you a seat too.
No, I don't need a seat.
Wait, with the
I'm
new
thinking-
haircut, too.
I'm thinking like, not just some of the players, I'm thinking we should do a whole night. I'm thinking we should do a Thursday night with the Rhinos here.
Thursday night with the Rhinos.
Thursday night with the Rhinos.
Only if they're
That's
drunk.
nice.
Only if they're drunk.
Come on,
No,
they're
no,
soccer
all right, don't
players.
worry about that.
They're
Don't
gonna
worry.
drink.
Only if they're drunk. I can talk to the guys, but you know what?
Hey.
There's got to be some kind of incentive, you know.
Get them, pay for their beer all night.
Other than beer?
It's on Chuck.
Beer.
We got along with that, yeah.
All right, there we go. Actually, so he can stay up there for the next segment if you'd like. Do this next segment.
Come on. Cue the chef. The chef to the stars.
What is this mess?
What I
The
just
chef
said
to
before,
the
that's not the
stars.
reason why I'm here. This is
That
the
was like
the main attraction.
that was like Nick Tahoe just reinvented itself.
No, this is
Come on, come back.
this is a classic.
Yeah, the chef gets.
This is a
Is this pork?
menu dish on our item. It's our poutine. It's actually a
you say
classic
poutine?
Canadian dish.
Did you say poutine?
Poutine.
I thought you said poutine.
Poutine.
I think I know.
I was like, I don't see no fish
Yep.
there.
French fries, cheese, gravy,
Cheese curd,
cheese curd.
Yep.
Okay.
gravy, and this one's actually we got some short rib on there. Some nice beef short rib. I mean the combination just goes together, and I wanted to showcase something on our menu tonight.
This looks, once again, looks fabulous. Hold up.
I'm just saying though, when you eat that, get ready
And
to hit a pillow.
here goes another meal that will shut Tag up.
This is-
He knows how to shut Tag up.
This is an appetizer too on our menu.
That's an
That's an
appetizer.
appetizer. That's the side you're getting them too.
Hold on. Before you do it. No, hold on. I gotta take a picture of you eating it. Hold on, don't go so fast. Hold on. Ready? One. Oh shit, it's looking at me. Ready? 1, 2.
Got her. I'm digging into this.
Oh. Like it's some napkins. Team.
I heard poutine.
Booty
I heard
tank.
poutine.
Where booty tank?
I'm just saying, that's what I heard.
If you go up north of Canada and you mention it to anybody, they all know what it is. I mean, all
Look at that
across the
coming up.
country.
Imagine to help keep you warm.
This is what they're like one of their country dishes. I mean, this is. They have restaurants that specialize in just selling
This
this.
poutine is
We,
good.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of food I like.
being in Rochester so close, I mean, a lot of people are familiar.
can't eat
Some
that
aren't.
before.
That's why I'm introducing it. And
And you can
You know
only
what I
find,
noticed?
you're only gonna find this at Blue Bar and Grill.
You know what I noticed? This place been open in what, 2 or 3 months, something like that?
No, a lot longer.
Not long at all.
Yeah, no,
But people are in here eating all the time.
yep, no, they're definitely coming in to try out the food.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh my gosh, I mean, can you blame them?
our barbecue night, that's on our Thursdays. We did that a couple weeks ago, and that's taken off.
You try some of that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, the
Good
barbecue
together.
we actually
Good
sold out
together.
of tonight.
You gotta try some of
I
that.
just had some of the barbecue.
Is that butter?
Tim ordered.
No, that's
It's
cheese.
over there. It's dead.
It's
Like,
crazy
it was already dead.
I'm
It's
lactose,
dead.
so I can't
We
have too
tore
much
that up.
All right, ready?
Oh my god, I didn't know
Everybody,
that. Hold on.
Everybody, come up and join.
Good.
I'll have one fry, but I gotta have some.
So anybody that's at home watching right
It's
now,
a mad
instead
rush
of
for the
watching us
food.
eat this delicious food, you can be right here
Right
at
here.
Blue Bar and Grill eating some poutine.
I'm saying though,
Tang or poutine, whatever you want to call it, it's good.
all I'm saying is that this is not an appetizer. They shouldn't have a little bowl like this, because this will put you to sleep.
Meant to share between a few friends.
Oh, but you're
Yeah.
getting smaller, right?
No, this is the size that
That's
goes
an
to your table.
appetizer?
Yep.
Oh my God.
That's
I
dinner
mean,
for me.
that's the share between.
That is dinner.
You know, you don't want to order that yourself, or you are going to bed.
No, that's dinner. That's
Ready to
heavy.
go night? Yes.
I really fell in love with the pasta last week. I'm a
Oh,
fan
That
with
was a
that.
hit last weekend too.
Yeah.
I mean, we sold a ton of it over the weekend.
Oh, that was delicious.
Ooh, what kind of pasta was it?
It was I did a farfalle pasta with roasted red cream sauce, sautéed
Don't be
chicken,
shy, you know you
artichokes,
want
and
it.
roasted red pepper.
Kill it, girl.
Went over
Kill
real
it.
well with Asiago in it.
No, I don't think that was
Yeah.
enough. Take a big
Thank
chunk
you.
off the middle.
I don't want to cheat.
He ate. Hold on, let me find it here.
That was so good.
Where is it at, Chuck? You got it on Udicci?
What's that?
Tag, when we finally got him to shut up.
It's on Facebook, yeah.
What's the shut up stuff, man?
Check it out.
Hashtag shut up.
Hashtag hell no. Hashtag I
That
got more
was
to
good,
say.
and Josh created it. You know it's fantastic.
Oh, that was last week.
Look at him. This is him last week.
I love it.
That's him last week.
I love it.
Like he was.
See how they treat me?
Yeah.
Hashtag
I don't like to let people.
Hashtag take the plate with you. Look at the cheese. This is drooling everywhere.
That was good.
I can't do that. It's against my figure. I gotta watch my figure.
I have to get off the stage.
I lost a lot of weight. Well, not a lot. 20 pounds is good. Look at you.
But don't you know, Pill? What'd you say?
Yeah. Look at her.
You lose weight. She tells you.
Look at you. Aren't you like into the
Boy,
fitness
calm
field?
down.
You know what? You know what? You're being shy. You need to really dig in there. There's a big chunk in the middle that says your name all over it.
got meat down in there.
I'm gonna let you guys enjoy. I'm gonna sneak out of here.
Thank you so much.
Check Josh, everybody.
Thank you.
If you haven't come by,
Thank
you're
you.
missing out.
Definitely.
Thank
Great to
Josh.
see you guys again.
Absolutely.
Have a
Good
night.
food. Come and eat.
Absolutely.
I'm getting off the stage.
Wow.
Now,
Now, do you realize this is one of the perks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the perk right
you
here.
should be back.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, this is what we do.
Listen.
Is that a picture or is that a video? All right. So, yeah, now how do we top this?
Okay, we're
How
at
do we
Winter's still
top
around,
this?
right?
We're talking about, you talk about smoking crack. So with that, we bring up Lamar Odom. It's unfortunate that we have to bring him up that way, but he's playing for the Knicks now.
Really?
Yeah, he's playing for the Knicks.
Yeah, he got signed.
The Knicks signed
for a
him
2-year deal.
yesterday.
But this year counts as one.
So I'm thinking, because it's New York City, we get a huge discount on crack.
Yeah.
Huge discount, because crack was invented. It was invented in New York City.
That's why
So-
they made New Jack City, right?
Yeah, New Jack City. Lamar Odom is there. So
You know what though?
Yeah.
All the jokes aside, you
Yes.
cannot front on Phil Jackson. He knows.
No,
what
he knows
he's
what he's
doing.
doing.
He knows what he's doing.
and Phil Jackson came up in there with an agenda.
He's a yen master.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, no, Zen.
Zen or is Zen? You're right, it's Zen. But there's a yin and a
Yen is
yang.
money.
Yeah, yen is
Yen
money.
is money.
Hey, he's a young man too. He's a young man
Hold on, wait a
too.
minute. So yeah, Phil Jackson signed Lamar Odom, 2-year contract. Obviously, he's just getting over a highly publicized divorce. I don't even know if it was ever a marriage.
There was
It
a
was
marriage.
I thought
Yeah,
they
it
were.
was a
You know what's funny though is watching them. I thought they were like the most sane part of the Kardashians.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Kanye and Kim come out of nowhere and take the whole entire shine. So now Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are the most normal Kardashians.
No.
Like, how do you
No, they're
explain
not.
that?
No, they're
Who
not.
is?
No, they're not.
Sorry.
You mean Chloe and
Did you know what they're doing
Scott?
for the wedding?
They're
gonna wear
selling it like $10 million.
They named their baby Northwest.
Yeah,
Let's
Northwest.
shut it-
That was
let's
the
shut it
second
down.
Northwest.
Northwest. Like that kid is bound to have her own
North,
airline.
northwest, southwest, northwest,
Yeah.
East
Wow.
west,
east west.
east southwest to the north to the power of the 10th of the
Yeah, that's
of the
crazy.
KK
crazy.
Kim Kardashian power.
Yes. So that's gonna be interesting. I want to see what kind of role he's gonna play. Is it more to attract fans and to
I
sell
have to.
tickets?
I really have to skip over the Pac-Man.
Yeah, we already did that. We already did
and
that.
the winter thing. I really have to go to something that I did not. That earlier
That
took
was
my hat
crazy.
off. I have. This is the first that I hear this.
No,
I
that
did
was-
not know he died.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I didn't know
Are you
that.
serious?
This is the.
See, look
when the screen went on, I'm like, oh my gosh! I had to take my hat off.
I'm gonna put you on. Not only do you guys get to learn stuff when you watch us,
Chelsea Feliciano is one of my favorites.
Joe Feliciano passed away today.
Today,
This morning. He was in.
Chelsea Feliciano is one of the all-time great legends.
Of salsa
Legends
music.
of salsa music.
He's like
I
the
mean,
Michael Jackson of salsa music.
Oh.
He's awesome.
No, he's
I mean, the
huge.
man is, his voice, everything, the way, he's been around from the beginning. Chelsea Feliciano.
I have to go. You guys are on to like.
Oh, we got him.
Oh, you're good?
No, we got him. He ate and everything.
I know. I'm just saying.
Oh no, we got him.
You got it.
No, Steve, you haven't. No, he's good. You good?
I'm good.
He's good. Got the website. We got everything. Got the phone number. Oh no, we good. No, he wants to eat.
There
Here,
you go.
Take that over there. Take that over there.
Does anyone have a napkin? I mean, I picked the beef up. I didn't want
go
to be
get your
disrespectful. Thank
Yeah, I was
you.
gonna say I got one, but it's the one I've been using. I've been blowing my nose with it.
Wait, I see that there's ribs also in existence.
Ribs.
Oh.
You got. That's not in the contract.
Oh, that's not in the contract?
That's not in the contract. There you go.
I don't know. I'm gonna have my people
Yeah,
call
you
your
gotta,
people about
you gotta,
that.
you gotta work with the suits. You gotta work with the suits.
I work with the suits
The suits
on
will
that
take
one.
care of that. Look, you got a bone too. He brought it over. Like, look, this, not this rib.
Hey,
not
yo, you
that
want this
rib.
rib right
Like
here?
that rib
This
right
right
there?
here?
That one rib? One rib?
Come back next month. We might have some ribs for you. I see how you do.
Where did Tag left us? But yeah, well, we're gonna wait for Tag to get back. Because we're gonna let him. He's gonna be a little passionate. Maybe he wants to go cry. I don't know.
I think he went to go cry. He was
Yeah, he
damn
went to
near
go cry.
tears when he was sitting here.
So, what do you think about winter? You were here, right?
Man,
Last couple days.
Yeah, we had all 4 seasons in like the past couple days.
Yeah,
Like it was summer on Sunday, and then Monday it was fall, and then all of a sudden it was winter
Tuesday
again,
was
and
winter,
it kind of went to
snowing.
spring. It was weird.
Yeah, I can't. You know what though? I love Rochester. I'm not gonna lie. I love Rochester just because it is a beautiful place. We do get nice seasons,
Yeah.
but this week is just it's been crazy.
Yeah, messing
It's
with
been
me.
crazy. It's like you don't know if you want to snowmobile, you want to go boating, what you want to do. You don't know what to do. So
It's bothersome. Like I had to dress the kids in layers and say, all right,
Yeah.
let me put all of this on you. If it gets hot, take it off. You know?
well, just when you think you could pack everything away, right?
Nah,
you
you
can put the
can't.
boots up, you can put the coats
kids
away.
you have? 2.
Doesn't happen.
How old are they?
They are 6 and 8.
You a new mama.
New? I guess, relatively speaking.
Well, my youngest is born at 13.
My youngest is 14.
Yeah, your youngest are 14. My
14,
oldest going on
19.
18. The other one's just turned 14. The twins are going on 13.
I guess
That's all
compared
you,
to
that's not-
OGs.
Wait. You trying to say we old?
I said OGs.
Oh, okay. I like the OGs.
I like that. I'd
I
settle
like
for
the
that.
OGs. I'm only, I think, like 10 years older than you, so I'm not
Yeah.
Can we
that.
go back on this Pittsburgh old boy thing?
No, that was. Hold up. If we are, we're gonna have to do it though. I like it. I like the sound effects. I like the sound effects. But Andito. Yes, Tag, before you left off screen, Chel Feliciano
That
passed
is a
away this
sad
morning.
day in Southside music.
Yeah, no, he did. Yeah, he died this morning. Chel Feliciano.
really
he was
wanted to see him
actually
perform.
no, he was driving, I guess, in the Campos, and I guess what ended up happening was he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. They got into a bad car accident.
Oh, it was a car accident?
It was a car accident. No, it was a car accident. He died of a car accident, like 4:55 in the morning in Puerto Rico.
But they drive. I'm sorry. I've always said this. New York City driving, big city driving is crazy. If you can learn it, do it. But if you can learn how to drive in Puerto Rico, you can drive anywhere. Puerto Rico driving is crazy.
Puerto Rico is crazy. Not only are you dealing with
Crazy.
the elements, you're dealing with other crazy people. You're
How
dealing
about
with
mountains? Where
mountains.
they're only this wide. You got cars.
You're
and
dealing with
trucks.
roads and
you
they're
got to
not even
honk the
finished.
horn when you go around the
Yeah,
corner.
the roads are not even finished.
No, they're not.
So yeah.
About 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. I wish I would have seen him.
Nah, so he's gone. So God bless his soul. Rest in peace. One of the Salsa Kings.
You know,
Chel
I'm gonna get a
Feliciano.
shirt of him for the Puerto Rico Festival.
Is he on the shirt that I got you?
I think so.
He might be on the shirt.
But I'm gonna get another one made up.
Yeah. And then last but not least, what I had on here was keeping it real, and kind of going, switching from a somber note to keeping a real note. What's your interpretation of keeping it real? What's your interpretation of keeping it real?
My interpretation of keeping it real is being honest, but keeping the other person's self-esteem intact. Because I believe a lot of people hide under the guise of keeping it real, but really try to tear down other people and be rude and be nasty. And there's a way to help other people and give them feedback without tearing them down. You can be constructive, and so I think keeping it real is
So
trying to
some
give
people
somebody.
can't accept that.
I think that some people can't.
Some people don't know how to handle it when they take the actual criticism you're giving them and they take it as an insult, and they just, you know what it is? Those are those people that have that low self-esteem.
Yeah, and
Or
it's
they
on
just-
them. It's their problem.
Yeah,
not
it's
your
their problem. It's not your problem. It's that
So-
you try to give them criticism, constructive criticism, and then then they give up. I'm like, no, I'm trying to give you something so you can better it. I mean, you asked me for it, so I'm trying to help you out. I mean, if you can't accept it, then you're in the wrong place.
But you know what it is too, though? I think the reality of it is that a lot of people, they act like they want to know the truth, but they really don't.
Nah, they
you know what I'm
don't.
saying?
Nah, they don't.
So they're like, yeah, no, tell me how it really is. And then when you tell them, they don't really want to hear that.
Nah.
They wanted
nah.
to hear something.
They didn't want, sometimes the truth is too ugly.
Yeah.
But that ugly truth is the real truth. And you know what? Sometimes I tell people, I'm like, there's a saying in Spanish, yo no tengo pelo en la lengua. That means I don't have no hair in my tongue. I'll tell you how I feel. I'll tell you how I think. You may not like it, but I hope you take what I'm telling you to heart in a sense where, you know what? Hopefully you make that change. There's times he tells me things, and it's hard. And you know what? He's right. My brother will not tell me something wrong. As much as it hurts, I know what he's telling me is for the betterment of me. I mean, because that's the kind of relationship I have with him. Now, if that would have came from someone else that I wasn't comfortable with, I'm like,
yeah, but that's what it comes down to, I think. I think keeping it real with an individual that keeps it real with you, somebody that you can actually, you get the feedback from, you might not like it, but you can appreciate and respect where it's coming from. And even a little bit further than that, when we talk about, like, we have mutual friends that, keeping it real is being on the block, right? Keeping it real, I'm on the block. I'm still doing my thing on the block. I'm still out here, you out there in your little cushy white collar job, and I'm out here keeping it real. I'm out here grinding.
Yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts on that? Because I see that so much. I see it on Facebook. I see sometimes certain people will throw shots out there where it's like, you know what? I'm still struggling. I'm keeping it real. Is that really, like, how is that keeping it real?
I want to see you say those same words, not you, but those people. I want to see you say those same words in 10, 15 years when you're still in that same block, nickel and diming for 10, 15 years. And I respect your hustle. You want to sell drugs? Sell drugs. But if you're still in that same corner, nickel and diming after 10, 15 years, there's something wrong with your hustle.
Or
There's
even
something wrong with your hustle.
Are you going to keep it real? Are you going to be keeping it real from a jail cell?
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's the reality of it. And that's the biggest point that I was trying to make, is that how far does keeping it real go? When do we get to a point where keeping it real crosses over to realizing that, life is real. And life, to me, I remember growing up, and we just showed two of your mugshots. So back then, that was keeping it real. But you get to a certain point in your life where I know for me, keeping it real is paying a mortgage. Keeping it real is paying a car note. But not only doing these things, but doing them on time and not having to figure out how am I going to be able to do these things.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing that, with me, I kind of wrestle with that because, I have one foot in the street, I have one foot in corporate America, because I'm never going to forget where I came from, but I'm also always going to strive for more, because that's not what makes me, is where I came from. I'm not going to be that my entire life. But it's crazy to see, some of my own friends, some of the people, my own family, that they get caught up in this keeping it real thing, that they fail to realize that I don't understand what keeping it real is anymore. What is it?
No, they have a different definition than what we have right now, because what we came up from at that time was way more different. We actually, right now, these kids have options. We didn't have that many options back then. We really didn't. There's so many options out there for these kids. And I know it's hard with the economy and everything, but let me tell you, there's a job out there. And let me tell you, I have bills to pay just like you, and everybody out here. But if I lost my job, if I have to get 3 McDonald's jobs to pay my bills, I'm going to do it. Yeah. That's, to me, keeping it real.
And that's but you know what, though? That's the crazy thing. Is that, in the capacity that I work in, I've got people that I train, and I got people that come into work and they act like they're doing us a favor sometimes. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wait a minute. You're not doing us a favor. In a way, we're doing you a favor. You're kind of bettering yourself. But it's almost like we've almost gotten to this point in society where people almost feel like this is what I deserve. Yep. I should get this. This is the way it should be. And no, nothing was handed to us. In our generation, I know you're a little bit younger. A little bit younger, but not too much younger. Yeah, but you know the reality of it. And there's nothing that's handed to you. You got to fight.
I've been working since I was 15 years
old.
Me
too. I had a paper route. You guys know what a paper route is? Yeah. I had a paper route. So yes, taking papers and throwing them on freaking porches.
But that's
the
reality.
Red wagon too.
You got people that are broke on the streets that don't realize that they can flip a pack, and they can make more actually having a regular job that has benefits, that has other things that come with it, and do much better for themselves. But they get caught up in this whole, I want to keep it real.
Keeping it real.
I don't want to sell out.
How you do 15 to 20 years?
I don't want to work for the man. Chuck, I don't want to work for the man. Chuck, I don't want to work for the man. Why is the man directing my shot right now? The man is directing this. I don't like it. I want to keep it real, damn it. But the reality of it is that, I think keeping it real is doing what you have to do to feed your family, to put food on your table, to take care of yourself, and to make sure that your kids don't have to grow up trying to keep it real. Because all they know is how to do what I have to do.
Are you Facebooking right now? Is that what's happening?
No, my godfather just texted me a picture from New York City. He's hanging out with his father, Joey.
Let's
I'm
see.
not Facebooking right now. That's Joy.
All right.
Shouts out to Joy. Hashtag spending time with the family.
That's
So this is the hashtag.
that's Lieutenant. That's Lieutenant Joey Vasquez.
That's about to retire. Well,
State Trooper Lieutenant Joey Vasquez, And I love the fact that
You know, I pulled up to him. I
this
pulled
dude's
up
a
to my
good
Clinton
dude.
the other night.
He's a good dude right there.
Yeah.
He's like, look, here's my card. You hold on to that. Don't pull it out until you need it. But when you need it, you
use it
call me.
wisely.
He's like, you call me. I'm like, I will, but I will never need it. I'm not gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna keep it real. I'm good. So
I do want to take it back though, because we started
Take it
talking
back.
about keeping it real and what it means, and I get that you guys have a really close relationship and you guys can say whatever to each other, and I
Yeah,
have
pretty
friends
much.
like that too. But I see a lot of people trying to keep it real on Facebook, and
Ooh.
yeah,
real like what? Hold up. You mean like the people that be like on some
Putting their business out there.
all that kind of real, or they'll pull out like
putting their business or having beef on Facebook
that,
or
or
something.
they'll go into their pocket and be like, yo, hold up. Let me hear the dollars.
I did that one time, but it wasn't mine. I was I was at a bachelor party.
Be like, yo, I get money.
I did that one
It's
time,
like,
but it wasn't
really?
mine. I was at a bachelor party, and I took all right, I don't do that. But I agree with you. I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Listen, Facebook to me is a place for me to have fun and make jokes and get, a little attention just for my little funny side of things. I don't go out there if I have a bad day and be like, my baby mama or my kids or my girl or anything like that. That's
Or
not
what about the ones who act like their life is so fantastic on Facebook and you look at it and go, wait a minute, see,
And that's
I know you better than that.
yeah.
I don't even
Yeah,
know
yeah.
why
No,
you just
but
did
you know what it is that they do that, but then in person, oh my God, I can't believe this crap, and I can't. And like, wait a minute, hold up, you can't live one way, and then live another way in another realm. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like on Facebook, you living good. Out here, I don't
I just
get
think
it. I
the
don't
way
get it.
people take social media, I just don't feel how people put their business. That's your business. People are gonna listen. There's a tattoo on my arm that's called Agusate, and that means watch yourself because other people are watching you. So that means the way you behave. And people say, well, I don't care what other people think about me. Well, guess what? People are still talking about you whether you care about it or not. So watch how you behave yourself out there because you're the one that you're going to be a victim of that pointing finger thing. This person that, this person that. So Agusate, meaning watch yourself because people are watching you.
Yeah.
And not to mention, if you're trying to get a job, employers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they do that now. Heavy.
Oh, yeah.
I was just
Absolutely.
telling somebody at
Absolutely.
was just telling somebody that now corporate America hire people just to be in social media.
Yeah.
They have employees and they call them social masters or something like that, where all they like Kodak and all these big corporate companies, they have them just so they can keep the name going and keep in tune with the young and everybody. I mean, they're all in. Everybody's in tune.
Yeah, but
now.
they check their employees
Everybody's
out.
in tune.
They check their employees
Yeah,
out.
they check
And
everything out.
And you imagine that you're on Facebook talking about, yo, this is that. Can you imagine getting fired?
And if you don't believe that, think about all the hysteria that's been going on with sports athletes and all the tweeting that they do. They're losing jobs. They're getting traded. I mean, everything. I mean, Rashad Mendenhall said those comments about when they called Obama. I mean, he caught fire under that. Be careful what you say out there because it goes a long way.
Oh, yeah,
Those
absolutely.
people who are like live streaming themselves to the world.
Yeah, those
Oh,
people
my
are the
gosh,
worst.
get it.
They're the worst. Those people that are right now forcing you to watch them. And I can't even.
That's
do
like a
anymore.
bad commercial. I clicked off.
Yes, I said.
On to the
yes.
next channel.
Yes.
Lost
Yes.
4 people. All right, yeah.
Yeah, we just lost 4 people. But yeah, so that was pretty interesting. Pretty good conversation. We're gonna have this conversation more often. Hopefully you'll come back
I'm coming back.
again.
Reintroduce it one more time.
She said it right there. She said it
Julio,
right there.
reintroduce it one more time.
Veronica Dasher. Also.
Dasher, not hashtag.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the next slide was her introduction, right?
Yeah, there we go, right.
Yeah. So
Go to the next one.
no, but it's Dasher. Dasher.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
Dasher.
go to the next one again. Yeah, okay.
One more. Current events.
It's all the same
Oh,
thing.
you're messing it up.
Oh,
They-
Chuck.
they're really messing
Hashtag
up.
you messed up.
Yeah, they're really messing it up. Really messing it up. But
What are you doing? Oh, you know what? You're gonna mess up.
Chef's Corner.
Oh, he.
Oh my
Are you
God.
serious?
Oh my God.
You know what? Do not let Chuck behind there.
This is what happens when a man takes over your TV screen, or you get into.
Power to the people, we're against the man.
Yeah. Yes.
Get him out of here.
Yes.
Did
yes.
you just really cut our feed?
Oh.
Is the feed off?
No, it's still on. It's still on.
Don't touch that stuff again,
Look,
man.
if you would actually be able to just
I learned it by watching you, Dad. I learned it by watching you. Whatever. He's got to log back
All right.
in.
I just want to know if anybody noticed how he put up the Third Reich symbol when he did that.
No, I did that.
Wow.
You know, when I do that, I do that for those.
That wasn't
the-
power to the people.
No, but
That's the right hand.
hand.
Yeah, the right hand
That's
power
hand.
to the
You know what?
people.
I had this hand
That's
free.
when it's Nazi Germany.
Yeah, that was Nazi.
Whatever.
That's a
Okay,
big
I did
difference.
this one.
That's
But
a
I'm talking
big
about those
difference.
Olympians that they did it for the cause. The Olympians. What were their names? Because there was just no, it was two. There was two that were on the podium.
But it wasn't the left one.
Okay,
That was
see,
Hitler.
I wasn't paying
That was
attention. I
the
didn't know there was
Hitler
a right
guy.
or a wrong.
Okay. just
I'm
wanna make
left-handed
sure.
anyways.
We in no way condone or endorse
We just learned
anything to
something about our
do.
software.
What? What did you learn?
You know how like this is our test?
Yes.
You see, there's a session that says every 20 minutes there has to be activity, otherwise it shuts down the browser, kind of for your safety. And that just tells us that for 20 minutes, neither of you moved this conversation forward, just so you know.
Wow. That is. No. You know what? I can't even say that we did. But.
I'm getting tired of this.
But the
getting
whole
real tired of
time
this.
we had fun, so we hope that you had fun. We hope that you come back next week, that you check us out at Udicci.TV, where we should be next week, not on live stream. But if you're watching us now on live stream, thank you for coming out.
Hey, you know what I noticed? We didn't have an upgrade
Oh yeah,
this
hold
year.
up. Yeah, we do have to talk about that real quick. Hashtag Soy Única, Soy Latina rally, which is coming on this Sunday, April 19th. Is this Sunday?
This Sunday?
Yeah.
No, don't worry about that. You just keep running.
What the? So you see the kind of things they do to me?
It's at the 19th.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
Saturday.
Yo, oh, there we go.
The 19th.
There we go.
You see what they do to me? You
His
see what I have
Christmas
to
are
go
so
through?
cool.
No. Tags mind wonders.
What has Veronica heard about Julio?
No, check it out. No, check this out. This is what tags mind wonders.
What has Veronica heard
Bad
about Julio?
dates. Julio is single. What has Veronica heard about Julio? I mean, I
If
know
she knew
Julio,
what
so if she knew what I knew,
Then go on, say it.
Pittsburgh Steelers are so cool.
Say it again, say it again, say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say this shit again. Pittsburgh Steelers are so cool.
Wow. This is what I got to deal with. This is what I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So,
I will say this. My 8-year-old does a better job than that. Was that you?
A better job than what?
Is
I don't know who that
I didn't do that. They did that.
Oh.
They said they're going to interview you, and I'm like, they didn't send me anything about the interview, so I'm like, all right, I'll just put up what must be going on in Texas.
Then I like it.
that's what's going on in Tag's head. All right, so.
I gotta go.
Soy Única, Soy Latina. It's a great cause put together by Latinas Unidas. All young ladies ages 7 through 18. Please show up at Nazareth College. Sign up at www.latinasunidas.org and check that out. And I also have something for you, Tag. Where is it?
I don't want to hear it.
No, because you made
No, I
me
don't
say
wanna-
Pittsburgh Steelers are so cool.
Well, listen, if you do that, I'm going to put your picture up.
No, hold up.
Pick one.
I'm telling you
Pick
something.
one right now.
I'm just telling you
Pick
something.
one right now.
I'm telling you something.
Pick
Look,
one right now.
Look, this is for you to know.
Okay, you're done.
That's it.
No, you're done.
So on that note, want to thank you for coming out.
No, don't do
God
that.
bless you.
No.
Good
we
night.
got some more goodies.
What do we have?
You got what I'm going to
Well,
do.
you have me singing Frozen songs for one. I have to introduce him to the good life.
I don't
All
want
right,
to
introduce
hear
him.
that.
Let me get some beer. What you do that?
No, I'm gonna take it. Oh, I know where it's at.
My daughter was directing this whole show.
She was directing.
She was directing.
Okay,
She's
what-
actually doing the camera.
By the way, which camera are we on right now? She just paused right there. She's like, where's the words?
That's me singing. She's telling me the words.
That's you?
Yes.
Where in that one? This one?
Yours? Oh my gosh, my ears. I heard a couple cats cry across the street.
Oh, you're gonna kill our fans.
It was okay.
Well, it's worked out.
Okay, here we go.
Well, you're good. You're good. Yeah, all right. Well, here we'll clean this up a little bit now. And did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
All
It
right.
was a lot
So
of
you're
fun.
definitely gonna come back.
I'm
again?
coming
All
back.
right.
I'm coming back.
Good. We'll have to. We'll make sure that happens. All right. So we actually now do need to capture the call, I guess. Well, we should do a few little things. I mean, we're way over tonight, but it's all good. So. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Okay. Good night. All right, so we're like way over here. We're way over here, but what do we want to do? Should we finish up some stuff or what? What do you want to do? Let's make a call. You're hitting the road? All right. Mike is hitting the road, so that means we don't get to talk about like moving Udicci.TV forward, adding new people to the show, getting new segments on there because Mike's got to hit the road. And
Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah. Thanks, YouTube, for that. So, all right. So this is the second week in a row that we actually did not get to speak to what it takes to getting on Udicci.TV, so that's not exactly a positive thing. And it's the second week in a row that we haven't been able to talk about the leadership segment that we're supposed to talk about. So that means that we are doing a poor job of time management, and that's okay because in a quality control environment, that means that we have to learn from our processes. First tonight, we were off by because of YouTube, and if YouTube was correct, we'd actually be only three minutes over right now. So that simply means that we're learning that basically our entire 8 to 9 segment is going to need it for 180 degrees, and we're fine with that as long as we plan for that. With that, we're going to go ahead and sign off and say good night and thank you for joining us.